Hey everyone, what's up? This is Blaze along with Blue.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about the new stuff the new hints and sneak peeks that we saw in the October news bulletin
Possible
for this month.
spooks.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because like the other hints that we saw all kind of have been, leading up to what we see now with the professor standing in his sneakers there in the
There's
TARDIS.
a lot of hype for this month and next month, and I guess just as a general background statement before anything is said about how swag he looks, the thing
He's
is,
got a cane, dude.
he does. Okay, he slaps people with it. Now listen this, okay. Back in Test Realm, right, when they were testing fishing and that whole shenanigan
Yeah.
went down, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was either, I can't remember if it was added at the same time
I think it was.
yeah,
Because it
or
all
was,
happened at the same time. We're like, what the heck is this? Because I remember
and
I
so
did separate videos for it.
in Old Town, Marleybone, Krakatoa, basically every world, I don't think I've gone to
It wasn't every world, but it was most.
It was the majority, Nate. And so they would have these boxes, these telephone booth things, right? And we're like, whoa. And so a lot of rumors and speculation and other things went about it. People have hinted at Event Quest, World probably not so much, right? And
Yeah,
so
that's kind of what we're thinking.
and so you see this giant room. For me, maybe like inside those booths, whatever.
Okay,
This is it.
for fans of Doctor Who,
Well, yeah.
they will recognize, well, slightly. I mean, it's not exact, but they'll recognize the general layout of this, where the professor is standing in the GIF and like tipping his hat.
Well, yeah.
Is the inside of the TARDIS from the show. I've only seen the first 4 episodes. Do you know there's 9 seasons of Doctor Who?
See,
Actually, 8. I think 8 or
I
9.
didn't know that.
I think there's at least 8. And it's going on like currently, but I've only seen the first 4 episodes of season 1. But yeah, it's a pretty in-depth series. But when they go inside the phone booth, they arrive
I mean,
in like
looks
this
amazing.
huge area. Yeah, that's like basically it's a time machine, and they travel.
See, now when you talk about
in
time
time.
machine, now listen to this. Correlate that to Wizard, right? So when it talks about a time machine, I've been in talks with ALZ, you, Nate, and other people of wondering what the heck is going on, right? So time travel, when you talk about Wiz. There's
We
a
have
lot of-
time traveled before in Wiz.
See, well, listen to this.
Back in
You can go
the Great
forward,
Spire,
back.
or not the Great Spire.
There's a
one
lot
dungeon.
of possibilities. If you go back in time, forward in time, what are we actually going to learn? What the heck is even going on? My biggest hint, or well, not really hint, my gut feeling is this is going to be an amazingly huge, in-depth event quest.
It makes sense because I don't know if it was by accident or what when we saw
I
all
think it was
the
by
the
accident.
TARDIS that were around the spiral, but it makes sense that we use those to be able to go into these instances of going back in or forward in time, and then when we get there, we experience like some type of story,
The lore potential is real.
some type of story that they want to tell us that the professor is going to show us, is going to take us on this adventure.
And about what characters, you know what? It could be anybody.
Yeah.
When you talk about, for me personally, the overarching question, and I don't know if it's going to be answered here. This is just always
All speculation.
Listen to this. Let's be honest here. No, so the thing is, the one overarching question. I know I'm hyping it up, but
I can feel the hype. You just need to say it. This
it's
suspension
like
building.
you have to wonder, is this quest gonna answer where the heck Bartleby's eye is? Like, what is going on?
I don't know. That seems like a huge thing that could be like next world.
I don't.
type of
I
stuff.
may be, Nate. Let's be honest.
Because his eyes are like have like a ton of power.
And well, yeah, they do. And you talk about possible influences of Grandmother Raven, right? You got I
Old
would
Cobb.
say the elders of Wiz, really.
That's pretty much what they are.
They are. Because they're not titans, they're elders. I mean, they've been there for moons. All right. they were the original moon before moon magic was
They
a
may
thing.
have been like human wizards, and then they got transformed. I don't know.
Honestly,
Like, was
I've
Grandmother
thought of
Raven
that.
always a raven? Maybe she was just a grandmother, and she got
You
transformed.
never know. Might even be affiliated with Wu. You never know. The point is, with
Actually,
the
wasn't
professor,
Wu? Wu wasn't the first life teacher. Remember that?
No, she was not.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Nate, lore lesson. Who was it?
Sylvia Drake.
Thank you. See,
Put
you're
that in
not
the
as- you're
put that in
not
the
as
trivia.
bad-
KI Games trivia right there.
You're not as bad as I thought.
What if we had a wizard trivia? That'd be cool.
That would be
They
interesting.
used to have that. Remember when they used to on Twitter post like, "Where in the spiral is this from?"
Well, basically the
That's
little
cool.
get 'em good.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, continue.
Sorry. So we're going back to the whole lore aspect. What are we gonna learn? I mean, when you go back in time, forward in time, I mean, the basic thing is you're gonna learn something, either good or bad. You're gonna learn from your mistakes. You're gonna learn things about people, or you're gonna learn things about yourself. Right? I mean,
Ooh.
that's in general. That's what's gonna happen. Now, if you really want to go further into speculating and hype, even though it probably won't happen, let's be honest. You talk about all of this time travel, it has me believing or thinking maybe we might even see future end game material.
What if they just
of,
gave us like a sneak peek where you could like,
I don't
how
know.
from part 1 to part 2 all we could see was like the ocean and like maybe I think some islands. Maybe they have like a little thing like that where we can see.
Nate, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that
Like a little window of what's in the
yes,
future.
like a little glimpse of something, and or if all the things that we learn, because I mean, when you think about it, since there was I'll just call it a booth so I don't embarrass myself. So
Wait,
there
what
was a
booth?
booth, and
Oh,
well,
the time machine? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, okay, whatever they're called, the boxes. Okay,
It's officially called a TARDIS.
a TARDIS. Thank you. So
What's
if
the
they're
plural of
in-
TARDIS?
Well, hold up here.
I just want to.
Okay, easy. Now the thing is, though, with those tardai, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
I don't
them,
know what the plural is.
the plural of whatever those words are.
The booths. I don't know.
Excuse me? No, but listen. So when they're in like the main world, well, not the main world, whatever worlds they were in, right? For me, maybe even you, maybe for a lot of people, like those booths, right, of each world, the thought is like there's going to be a main person from each world and or collective effort for maybe an eventual goal.
Okay, it's probably going to be like, go back in time, figure out like, it's gonna go back in time for a certain person,
That's the ultimate
and then we
thing
learn
is-
about them
yeah.
for each world, something like that.
I feel like, yeah, a little thing from each world, like, because I mean,
Because that's what the
they love collect quests or like those little defeats, okay, or whatever this entails, right? So, yeah, an overarching enemy. if
I
you
mean,
will.
the main reason that I believe it is a event quest is because that we saw the TARDIS in different worlds. So that's what the first event wasn't. The first event
Well,
quest
yeah.
every world up to Azteca. Did it skip any worlds?
See, I can't remember.
It may have skipped some
It
worlds.
may
though.
have skipped worlds. Well, I think if anything, it stuck to the main worlds. If you know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah, I didn't do side worlds obviously, but
Yeah.
that's kind of why I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that,
I don't know about that.
because the TARDIS were in a lot of the world, so that's kind of what makes sense
Yeah.
for it to be an event quest rather than like a world. So
I really feel strongly about the event quest hype more than anything else. No, but there's so much lore potential, so much we can learn, so much things, possible new person that or maybe I feel like this whole thing is with like time travel with me. I keep going back to it, but like we're just gonna learn so much. I hope.
I just saw something like I was looking at the GIF of the professor, and in the background it looks like those are like speakers. He could be a DJ.
You know what?
Inside his
I'll
little-
believe it anything at this point.
Inside his TARDIS is actual like a DJ dance floor.
I can't wait to hear the voice acting for him.
Mhm.
I mean, you talk about, yeah, in that little. See, here's the thing with like, but then again, let's be honest. Well, I would say they've made areas bigger than what they actually are before. If you know what I'm talking about. Like, you go into an area like a tower or something. It's like small from the outside, but it's huge on the inside.
Well, yeah, I mean, even
So,
like Big Ben,
well, yeah,
let's be honest, that's like 10 levels, but when you look
praise
at it,
be,
yeah. So that's one example. Wasn't
it really is, isn't it?
actually most towers that you just go into way bigger on the inside.
Yeah, I feel like maybe on like the tower layout, it should be less, I guess, going forward, but then like going up or down. That would be cool.
Okay,
Because, well, yeah, that's a whole
I
different
think that
issue.
that pretty much wraps up what we wanted to talk about with the professor and the hype behind that. So
Well, yeah, I mean,
let us know what you guys think
well,
about
here's
the
the thing,
event
Nate.
quest
Hold
for
up,
that.
hold up
You
here.
got more to say about the professor and
I do.
him tipping
Where
his
or
hat?
when is this going to happen? What's your take on it?
When?
Where or when? Yeah, because
Okay.
it begs the question. Or
Why would
when.
they hint at it this month if it wasn't going to be released this month? I mean, other
That's
things that
the
we've seen.
position.
Okay, remember the time when Crystal's Part 2 was going to come out, and in that newsletter it's like, we should see Part 2 dropping like at any time this month, and then it came out like a day later or 2 days later.
Okay, I can agree with
So
that.
I would say it's probably going to be this month.
Let's be honest. It could even be tomorrow.
Like, this
and
is a
over
big
today.
hype. Like, a whole section of this newsletter is devoted to this, and this GIF is pretty big. So
Oh, it is. I mean, all of Time and Spiral. That in essence indicates time travel to me. So,
I would
thank
say
you
this
for
month.
asking. When do I think it is? Well, I'll let you know.
What?
90% sure this month.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I take it back 95%.
Ooh.
So now, like the 5% for me, just because I'm antsy about it, and I know this makes no sense, but that last 5% of me, if it's going to be dropping at the end of the month, which I don't think they'll do, normally with like these kind of updates and
We're pushing it when we get to November because that's when potential new
possible
stuff.
from other stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, from history will repeat itself, especially for content from how they express it. So anyway, yeah, this month 95% sure, the 5% error. All
November.
kinds of hype, really.
I don't know.
I'm just excited. I want to learn. I want to really get a better grasp of just, I hope, I pray, I yearn.
I yearn to learn.
I yearn to learn for content and lore. Thank you. That's it. That's all I got to say. That's it. I'm out. Peace. No.
All right, so that's gonna finish up for the Professor hype. Let us know what you guys think about all that in the comments. A lot of cool stuff happening all at once.
Yes, please
with
do let us
October.
know.
Yeah. So, did you want to mention anything else about other stuff?
On the bulletin?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me look. Well, the spooky and the spiral, already covered. I mean, that's just...
Well, that's just announcing.
Well, yeah.
the Halloween
Okay,
stuff.
here's three other things I wanted to talk about. Well, so basically, to wrap things up really quick, most importantly, the charity thing, amazing that they're doing that, the 24-hour live stream.
Is Kingsville themselves doing the 24-hour live stream?
I think so.
Okay.
I know Liala, the boss, the legend, and possible Dworgen hype part 2. I don't know.
He could be there.
It could be. So
24 hours is a long
for
stream.
Children's Miracle Network, amazing. I'll check out that stream or see what's going on with that. And then
Does it say
other
when?
thing, what?
Does it say when? Just this month? Oh, October
25th.
Okay.
Yeah, which is amazing. So yeah, definitely.
Actually, I think this is bigger than just Kingsville. I think
It might be.
this extra life thing is. I think multiple people are going to be doing this.
Yeah.
For
So I'm
charity.
definitely support that. Other than that, also the 3 new fish hinted at. Well, maybe not in here. Well, like extra spooky swimming or something. I don't know. It's confirmed right now. The black catfish.
Yeah, there are 3 fish that
The
people have found.
Frankenstein fish.
It's just Frankenfish.
Frankenfish, and then the vampire tentacle thing.
Yeah, vampire
Literally
squid.
Correct name.
Yeah, vampire squid, Frankenfish,
Vampire
and
squid.
black catfish. Those
Yeah.
are the 3 fish. So we will be recording
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
fishing
be-
vid
yeah.
soon.
Hosting that, the October
So you
special.
guys can look forward to that.
Another thing on that, since like we're talking about hypeness,
This
I
video is
really
all hype.
like the idea that just specifically as the collect 'em all fish. I really like that. You say, "Oh, I took part in that month and I got that fish," right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely my goal to collect all
I mean,
the seasonal
it's like
fish.
a collect 'em all.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
love that. Lastly, I would have to, seeing on the Around the Spiral and other things, caught my eye is Annie's picture.
And yeah, Annie's winning picture right there.
Yeah, Annie, who draws our artwork for our channel, Twitter, everything. Amazing. Congratulations to that. I saw that.
She won.
She won that a while back.
She won the Art in the Spiral contest.
Yeah, that's really cool. So congrats, Danny, on that. That last thing caught my eye. But other than that, hype. Really, that's all.
Yeah, a lot of hype in this video. So stay tuned for a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening this month.
I hope they deliver. Okay, that's it.
And with the rest of the year. So yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, probably a longer video. I didn't see, but if you watch or listen to the whole thing, thank you for tuning in.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you think all this stuff could lead to. You know, we want to know your opinions as well. But anyway, that's going to do it for us today. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.